Are we live? Are we live? Woohoo! What it do, players? Oh my god. I know y'all miss me, man. I know. I know. It's been a minute, but god damn. Am I glad everything's over? And I'm glad I'm back, man. It's good to see everybody. Now, just a quick disclaimer. As some of you may have known, we had the Game of Thrones here recently, and shit hit the fan. Like literally hit the fan up there, and it spread to the entire world, like the whole world. Westeros, King's Landing, fucking where the Valerian place, whatever the fuck the Valerian place is called. Everywhere shit hit the fan. Your boy has always been a candidate for king. You all know me. It's Cousin Roy, aka King, and that's always been my name. Now, I was selected to be one of those to be chosen to be king of the north. So that's why I was in the northern territory, guys. I was in King's Landing. I was there chilling for a while. They said winter was coming, but they were wrong. Winter didn't come. Rain came. I mean, it was raining every freaking day over there, man. I had to pass all the trials: horse riding, arrow shooting, sword fighting, javelin throwing, balloon popping, and I had to write poetry. I had to draw to take, pictures in the middle, with the paint and shit. I had to draw. And for the final day, I had to go for the selection. So overall, baby, your boy has been super busy, man. But I'm glad I'm back. And holy shit, man, what's been going on with the club? I think the only thing that and we need to talk about today is about Ronaldo. Actually, that's the reason why I came on. Look, man, before this, I already said we were waiting to see what was going to happen with this Tell interview. And I thought that interview was going to be all about a story. I thought it was going to be a written article in one of these, newspapers. I had a feeling it was not going to be any of the British ones. I thought it was most likely going to be the Athletic, right? So I had a homeboy who had an account. He said, "Don't worry, man. The moment it comes out, I'll hook you up with the story. I'll let you know what it is." Next thing you know, all these clickbaity short little videos start coming out about Ronaldo, Rooney's ugly. I think he's jealous of me. I'm like, what the hell? I don't like Ten Hag. He doesn't respect me. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on, man? Things just absolutely hitting the fan. So at that point, I said, let's all wait. So, oh yeah, you all seen it, right? Two almost close to 1 hour interviews, absolutely explosive. And if I had dug a little bit deeper, I probably would have known he was going to talk to Piers Morgan because I mean, Ronaldo doesn't give exclusive interviews like this. And I didn't know he was a big fan of Piers, that he and Piers were friends. So let's start with the first thing that they talked about, which is he almost joined Manchester City, which is true. And I also thought, yeah, there was some truth to it. But he came to Manchester United, and the fucking club is in a time warp. We're stuck in a fucking time zone, and we're still there. This for me, from everything that he said, is the most explosive thing ever. We heard Gary Neville, and every time he goes on his talks, every time he's being interviewed, he say the clubs need upgrading, the stadium needs upgrading, and yeah, we think stadium can need upgrading. We got Spurs Stadium to challenge with, no Olympic Stadium to challenge with. It's hard. That's like state of the art stadium, guys. Like brand new, 5 6 years, whatever, 10 years, whatever it is. Ours was built in 1960s, 70s, and then we upgraded it once, and then it's been like that. So when he came and said everything behind the club is the same, I'm thinking, what? I mean, you remember back in the 90s and we were playing with the Padang all messy, pachak like shit. Drain water clog all fucking Roy Keane's boots all dirty as shit, Paul Ince, fucking sand up to their crotch, no grass everywhere. That's what came to mind. I said, wait, hold on a minute. You mean the physio room, medical room, whatever it is, fuck room, all the rooms? Don't we have a cryo chamber or something which every club has now? Everything is just blur, eh? I was like, wait, hold on. So he left 13 years ago, and 13 years now the club is the same, huh? Yo, that one went like boom. Wait, what? This is very disappointing, lah. That means Alex Ferguson and all knew all this shit was going on behind the scenes, but he didn't have any power. Hey, thanks for tuning in, guys. What's up? And he didn't have any power to do anything or say anything. And it's put that whole picture into perspective that these Glazers are a bunch of inbred fucks, man. Like more, it's like 10. I already didn't want them in here for ages. Now it's become like 1,000 times more. Like your motherfucker just came in here for a marketing gig, huh? It's just a marketing gig, guys. We're here just to sell shit. We're here to promote shit. It's fucking ridiculous, man. I'm like, guys, what the? So honestly, fuck Richard Arnold, fuck all these John Mota fellas. None of they also useless. It seems like they are just band-aids coming to patch things up. How are we going to challenge for title? Way? I'm like, yo, what are the facilities in Manchester City now? What do the facilities in Arsenal Stadium look like now? I mean, it must be way better than this, lah. For Ronaldo to come on in the interview, he's been to Juventus, he's been to Real Madrid. I'm thinking Real Madrid must be really nice. To come up and say things like even Portugal also, my national team might be even nicer. Come up and say this, malu, eh. It's a fucking embarrassment, lah. I feel like, fuck. So that was the number one thing that really hit me, lah, in the face, like bang, right up there. And I said, man, I think the main thing we need to address apart from this fellow, which I'll conclude with him, is we need to get this fucking stadium upgraded, lah, or something. Now, second thing he spoke about was, I'll talk about the coach later, was about how all our ex players hit him, right? He said how Gary Neville and Rooney mainly were the ones in his crosshairs. Now, Gary Neville is a fantastic pundit. I think he's one of the best. He articulates very well. He's got the experience, blah blah blah. And I think Gary Neville always speaks some truth. He's not always about no. He's not always supporting the club. He's there. He's objective. But Roy Keane is the one that's always stood by Ronaldo, and I feel Roy Keane sometimes stands by him for wrong reasons also. It's kind of blind loyalty. I know it's his friend, I know he's world class, and I know Roy Keane wants the best for the club. Roy Keane, for all his bullshit, guys, has never not wanted the best for the club. It's just that Roy Keane's actions can be called into question on how he behaved when he was a captain off the pitch. On the pitch, undeniable, lah, but off the pitch with the drinking and all that, he could have slowed that down. But that was the culture back then, I suppose. And, Sir Alex Ferguson had the French fella smoke. Roy Keane thought he could drink until 2, 3 a.m., spoiled his body, didn't recover. So, I think he knows what a true elite player is. And when Ronaldo came and said, yeah, Jadon Sancho and Lingard don't have the gumption to be top players, I said many times, right, in the show, Jadon Sancho, I couldn't believe he gave him £350,000 a week. The guy is 23. What the fuck? He's going first class, flashing his bling. But he ain't got bling like me. Fucking Naruto, you know what I'm saying? Combo, he ain't got bling like me. And I go, I'm flash. The motherfucker can't even get into the team. And even Coach Ten Hag also said, yeah, he needs to work harder because right now I can't pick him over the other guys. There's something missing there. And Ronaldo said, hey, these two guys don't have the heart to be Manchester United players. They're bums. They're straight up bums. They're pondans. They're soft. You know what I mean? They lose a game. Next day they come, they're dancing in the room. So this shit's still going on. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like him coming after Gary Neville and Rooney, I think it's warranted. I want to say it's warranted. And also the press went with he said Rooney is ugly and Rooney's, he's jealous of him and all that. The press playing it up, lah. Let's be honest. The press really played that whole bloody thing up, saying, he said Rooney, he said Rooney is jealous of him. Oh, Rooney's ugly, he's more handsome. Yeah, I watched the interview and I'm like, there's nothing wrong. There's not a single thing wrong with what Ronaldo said with regards to Rooney. It was a joke. The thing that surprised me when I said, no, we're not friends, I was like, oh, shit. Fuck. No, we're not friends. We're not friends. We're just colleagues. That one, maybe a bit ego there. I mean, after all, Piers Morgan did start the interview with you're the most followed Instagram fella. When you came to Manchester United, is the record for the most tweets and all that. The ego is there and he wants to be number one. Not wrong. When you're number one in the world, one of the best, and in my opinion, the best player that's ever played football in the entire history, including Maradona, Pele, and whoever the fuck came before and after, I think Ronaldo is the best player ever. For him to come, he's got the right to criticize. No, who's got the right to criticize then if not him? No, seriously. Who else is coming with this kind of explosive shit? What has it led to now? Look at that. Now the Glazers want to sell. Yes. Finally, these fucking Yanks are selling the club, and thanks for tuning in, guys. And I'm so fucking glad. Yo, these Glazers fellas have not done fuck all. I think since Ronaldo has revealed all this shit and said that how bad the bloody club is, it's become inevitable. I think all the sponsors, thank you, Eva, for the like. I think all the sponsors have come in and said, you know what? Screw these guys. Okay? Glazers, you and your entire 8 inbred brothers and sisters need to get the fuck out of the club right now. Or there must be some clause in the sponsorship deals and all that to say that You cannot stay beyond this. I mean, think about it. I'm a businessman, right? I've made money off of dividends, but my business is doing like shit, right? I'm being criticized the whole world around, being called an asshole because of the way I run my club, and you still want to hold on. You still want to hold on to the club? We got all kinds of Bitcoin fucking companies coming in, Tezos and all these bloody shit companies. I don't know, Bitcoin just falling, dropping like mad. That FTX, SBF. If I put my hair up a little bit, right, this kind of puff it up a little bit, trust me, I'll look like SBF. I'm gonna do one of those pictures one day. I wake up in the morning, all right, and my hair look like ass. I just take a picture and then those stupid poses, and I look like SBF. We got all kinds of Bitcoin companies pumping money into the club, like guys. Nothing being upgraded. We might fucking fall tank or so. So now finally the Glazers want to sell. Before that it was what 10 million or whatever. The club is only valued at 4, but apparently from what I'm reading, they trying to find a middle ground at 7. Now here's what I think: 7 million or not, right? They can 7 billion. Sorry, 7 million plus 7 million. I'll buy. So I got the money. Of course I got, man. Let me wake up. Now 7 billion US dollars is definitely more than what they deserve. I think it's easily about 3 billion more than what they deserve. But if some of this Saudi blah, some of this oil money is coming in, Middle Eastern money is coming in, I think I'm pretty down lah. Yo, those guys got a lot of money. They burn the money, there'll be more money being dug up and spent. So I'm down. For one, we can get rid of the Yanks. Hopefully, new fellas coming, they have a little bit of stability. But how can we hit Ronaldo so much? Because I see a lot of people hitting Ronaldo a lot. That's the reason why I wanted to count. Okay, 10 minutes or 11 minutes. Okay, look, here's the main reason I wanted to count this. A lot of people are hitting Ronaldo, saying that he shouldn't have done that. He's an asshole. Club is bigger than this. Club is bigger than that. Sure, I felt like that when he was tattooing Eric Ten Hag. Really, when he was banging Eric Ten Hag, say I don't respect him. I was like, bro, fuck, man, can you just calm the fuck down? Man? Can you just relax? But no, that part hit me a bit. I'm like, damn, really, bro, you're gonna throw Eric Ten Hag down the bus like this? But there's some good. I knew there'll be some good. They'll come out of it, and this is it, the sale. I really hope the sale of the club happens, man. They've already terminated Ronaldo. Thanks for the like. They already terminated Ronaldo's contract and say he cannot come back to the club. Fair enough, respect, all good. They don't have to pay him £500,000 a week again. Fair enough, good. We can save their money, but bear in mind their money is still being wasted with other fellas' contracts like Jadon Sancho. But if we really sell the club, then isn't it a good thing? You guys don't think this is a good thing? I think this is a fantastic thing that finally, after we've screwed up so much, right? That we couldn't put enough pressure on the Glazers. I know Michael Knighton came in, Jim Ratcliffe wasn't putting any pressure on the Glazers. These are dirty ass Yanks. But Michael Knighton was putting pressure on him, you know, until Mr. Tourism guy, Steve Housen came and blasted him and threw him down the bus. So now, only after Ronaldo revealed all this shit, this buying over move of Manchester United movement has picked up. I don't know, man. I got to feel happy about it. Sorry, let me get a sip of water. What do you guys think? I mean, you guys are upset that Ronaldo came in and like exposed the club like that. Talk to me, man. What you all think? No, guys, seriously, after a few days, had to think about it. I'm glad. Okay, I'm glad. I'm glad he brought it up. I'm glad he shook the world. All the haters are now watching Manchester United now as well, which like they were doing before this. But it's good, isn't it? I don't know, man. I think it's one of the best things that happened. So I don't think we can get new owners by the time January comes. I think that will be sorry. What did I press this? No, cancel. Yeah, I don't think we can get new owners by the time January comes. But I think maybe, man, hopefully, man, before the next season starts, I think we might get some new owners in, man, which is great. I hope the share prices go up. I hope we do well. I hope we can compete with Arsenal and all that. Now, let's talk about what he said about the coach, Eric Ten Hag. Ini yang susah ni lah. The Eric Ten Hag part where he said, I got no respect for him. I don't think he should, whatever. This one, if I have to decide now, I, does he deserve to say that? Does Ronaldo have the right to say such things? Does he have the right to say, I don't respect this coach? If I ask myself, you look at the accolades he has, the accolades Ten Hag has, I'd say yes. I'd say, you know, I mean, you're talking about the best player in history of football, lah, way. If he cannot criticize the coach, then who can? I know this is controversial, but who else can criticize the coach? None of the Manchester United players now can criticize the coach, even David De Gea, whatever players who are playing well, whatever, they cannot. The one who can criticize the coach now is only, I think, Cristiano Ronaldo. Of course, he doesn't want to do it while he's in the team, while he's playing and all that, but now, obviously, he wants to leave. He's trying to get a leave. He said the club wouldn't let him leave. So if he's saying it now, I think he has the right to say it. However, how I feel what's happening in the club is Ten Hag wants a fresh start. He doesn't want anybody old. He doesn't want any big egos. He knows in order for him to push the players the way he wants to, big egos ain't going to work. Secondly, he's a football. I don't know what's the right word here, but I'd say Ten Hag is a football purist, meaning that when he wants to come and build a football team, it has to be players who want to play football, not there for the money, and who are serious, who have heart. I think Lingard and all a bit too playful. Tak jadi. Sancho is now in that boat. Tak jadi. I think the other players that left also tak jadi. So the one that jadi are the ones who want to play football and are serious. It's just football, football, football. Because when you think about it, you're throwing millions and millions of bucks at these guys. It's not for them to come and fuck around. We want them to win titles, man. We haven't won title in 11 years, 10 years, 11 years. So when I look at what Ten Hag's plan is, right, and see that okay, he wants to ensure that he has a team that he can build for the next few years, right? They can take them places, right? He doesn't not want Ronaldo there because Ronaldo set a good example for the kids, but at the same time, building with him is impossible. Now, to let Ronaldo play so much this season when he missed preseason is tough. Then he's breaking his rules of football where it has to be football first, everything else second, just to cater for Ronaldo. And this one cannot lah. This is the part that I think cannot jalan. This is the part where I think that he has to follow the philosophy. And when he said Ten Hag doesn't respect him, that's the ego part lah. And that's the ego part that I find difficult to accept. You see what I'm saying? Really, man, this one is a bit tough because I don't know, man. I think Ten Hag wants a very fast-paced game, and I think he can see when Ronaldo is on the pitch, the other players are a bit on edge. I've said this before, also me and Junsen. The other players are so on edge when Ronaldo is there. They tend to want to pass the ball to him too early. Like that day, so he said it was very stupid what we did against Villa. The balls were being crossed towards Ronaldo way too early. The last question during the press conference, the guy asked, it was being passed too early. It was being passed way too early. He said they should have got into better positions and then crossed the ball. And we all see it. But when he's not there, they seem to be a bit free. They seem to be able to express themselves a little bit more on the pitch. So when that happens, better football, what? You don't have to worry about that guy up there. You look at how Portugal played yesterday or day before. I also could tell they're all trying to pass the ball to Ronaldo too much. You know what I mean? Penalty let him take lah, but the rest all, maybe and sometimes some chances Ronaldo had should have passed. He didn't. Glitch, shoot like Bodo. His shoot not gonna pass, but he still shoot. Then he hit the defender's leg or hit the goalkeeper's leg and go off. So guy's not on form. So Ronaldo getting upset with Ten Hag for not playing him in the season because his wife had a miscarriage and all that in preseason is wrong. Like if you don't want the club to reveal to the world that you had a miscarriage, then the club can only say personal reasons. I remember every interview that Ten Hag did when they were asking why Ronaldo didn't join, is Ronaldo upset, Ronaldo angry, they're all trying to fish for those headlines, right? What was the reality? Only thing Ten Hag said all the time was, it's a personal reason, I can't comment. Personally, I can't comment. But because Ten Hag is being very elusive with all his interviews. Very elusive, I say, but transfer, the player not here, I won't talk. Done. Injury, yeah, this fella, that fella injured, we will see closer to the game. Who is playing, I won't tell you. He's very coy with the media. So when that happened, they're thinking he's coy. Oh, there's actually drama. Oh, Ronaldo not happy. Ronaldo upset. He won't be starting the season. They made up all those bloody headlines. But the truth is, it wasn't that. Now we know it was his, daughter who, had a miscarriage. I wish he revealed it sooner. I wish you revealed it before the season started instead of say, "Oh, I read 100 articles. Out of the 100 articles, only five were correct. So it's 5% only got it correct. I will reveal everything soon." That's why I thought it's going to be a written article. Tengok-tengok apa pun there. There's a fucking interview with Piers Morgan. You see what I'm saying? So a bit hard for me to accept that. I think he was wrong in that sense. But in his mind, he's right. And if I were him, I believe he's right. But as a fan of Manchester United, want to see the club prosper, get out of this fucking shit that's happening now, I disagree with that. Now, the next thing I like to talk about is this personal tragedy that happened to him and how the whole media handled it and how he handled it. I think, yeah, you need to grieve, lah. You don't want all those problems. But just somehow think they probably should have said something a bit sooner instead of let it just hang. At least we'll be a bit more understanding. I mean, you lost your child, bro. Anyone who's hating on you, deserve to go to hell. It's my opinion, lah, whatever. But that's how it is. I don't know, man. Uh, yeah. So now, what was the next thing I want to talk about? Let's talk about a Piers Morgan interview. I tell you, man, this guy. I read some of the comments on social media and all that, and everybody's hitting him pretty hard, calling him a very hateful fucker, calling him someone who thrives on hate, calling him someone who, you know, a bottom feeder, bottom dweller, whatever the fuck lah. Somebody who likes to scrape the bottom of the barrel to get the dirt up, stir the dirt, and then the shit hits all the entire drum of water, and then it dirties everything. Everyone drinks from it, and everyone shits it out. So I saw some comments like saying he's a very hateful guy. He likes to feed on hate. He likes to very negative. That's the word. Feed on negativity. I have to disagree lah. Like I'm in that same industry as Pierce, right? And if I'm his boss, after seeing what happened there, you know what I'm thinking? God damn, bro, fantastic job. You absolutely nailed it, Pierce. I'll give him a raise, a pat in the back, pat in his bum, whatever he wants, I'll give it to him. That was fantastic journalism. Yes, fantastic. None of us would have known the club was still in the same shit. None of us would have known that the Glazers never came and spoke to Ronaldo. None of us would have known that they're trying to make it a marketing tool, like Ronaldo said and revealed. We wouldn't know any of that. And it's Piers Morgan who brought it to light. The clickbaity stuff and all that is normal, man. English press all they love that clickbait. If not, they cannot sell the papers. That for me is not an issue. That's short video is not like I just thought like what the fuck? What are these? He just had a 1 hour interview just shitting on everybody. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. So it was smart of them. What they did was genius. So I wouldn't call Piers Morgan a hateful fuck. I wouldn't call him a negative fuck, although he does feed on the negativity. But it was good journalism, man. I think it's fantastic journalism. Like he deserves some plaudits. He deserves some credit. He deserves some accolades lah for this Ronaldo interview. Nobody would have been able to get it out. Nobody would have been able to get it out because Pierce also likes football. No, he's an Arsenal fan, right? Yeah, so I don't know. You want to call Pierce a hateful motherfucker? I would refrain now from that. Although I will change my mind in the future. Now, moving forward, Ronaldo is not going to come back to the club. Okay, kind of expected. I hope we don't have to pay compensation. Fine, that's good. I'm glad that also we don't lose any more money from this. They're talking about getting Cody Gakpo scored a goal. What yesterday, day before? Nice, looks okay. The weird formation they are playing though. Holland's formation is just weird, man. Another one of these fucking stupid, weird Van Hal fucking Dutch formations, which doesn't make sense. 3-4-2-1, but the 3-4-1-2, 3-4-1-2. So that one is Gakpo, and then there's two more up front, right? So there's not really one out and out striker in front. So it's a bit of a weird formation. But apparently we're going for Gakpo. I don't know, probably another 300 million over there got to throw. I think for the club to move on after Ronaldo probably is the only thing we could do, right? I don't think we could expect him to come back, sit in the bench, and then wait for an FA Cup game or some fucking Champions League, whatever, UEFA Europa League game to come in, and then after I try and ace it. I don't think that can happen, lah. I mean, it would be almost untenable, really, at this point. If you already came out clearly and said, look, I don't respect the coach, then tak boleh lah nak datang balik. Macam mana kau nak datang balik duduk bench lepas tu kau nak main lagi ya? Bodoh lah. I think that shit can't happen lah. Now, what else I want to talk about? This World Cup, man. I hope you all are supporting Brazil. Brazil's the shit. I'm looking at these two upsets recently. I'm like, what the fuck? Yes, Saudi winning a game, Japan winning a game. You know what I mean? Brilliant lah. I absolutely love it. Tonight's matches all look like be like ass. Probably won't be watching anything, so I'll be streaming later and playing some games. But had to come on and just chit chat lah about Ronaldo. I just felt like couldn't have my say earlier because of the King's Landing. I had to go to King's Landing, but I don't know, man. I hope after this, after all this drama, that we can at least lah move on lah. You know what I mean? I think now not having Ronaldo sit on the bench sulking every week will be good for us. But I just feel now with the striker department, lagi lah kurang. There's nobody is going to come in, man, and like help us out. I think City, Arsenal, Chelsea, and even Newcastle are playing unbelievably well. So for us to actually right now go in there, flying there, and try to compete with them with all these drama is going to be hard. Okay, as it is, I don't think we lost the second last game, right? I think we lost second last game. Last game we won with a comeback. I don't know, man. I think it's going to be even more and more difficult for us. But what else I wanted to talk about? What else? What else? What else? Anyway, hey guys. Anyway, by the way, TikTok has blown up over King's Landing. Already got more than 1,000 followers, so make sure you follow me there. I'm going to go live and all that on TikTok more often now. Get more followers here. Try to get the whole fallout effect. And you know what? On that note, I think I'm going to end it. Hey, thank you all so much for tuning in here, everywhere else. Remember, I'm your boy, Cousin Roy. Everybody's uncle and everybody's cousin and some people's uncle. Most likely, I see you next week or maybe after one of the Brazil games. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, peace. How do you switch it off here? Bang. And now.